Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going into part 2 of the Amazon funny tools. So I did this video a little while back and you guys seem to enjoy it. I get a kick out of it, and I don't know if it's because I just have a ridiculous sense of humor or I'm just a child, but some of these tools crack me up. So I do a lot of searching through Amazon trying to find tool deals for my Friday videos, and I come across a lot of ridiculous stuff. And some are like just funny here and there, and then some of them are, it cracks me up. So I'm not saying any of these tools are awesome. I'm not saying any of these tools are trash. They could be either or, but that's not what we're looking at them for. So I don't know if I'll have any of these linked down in the description, but if you guys own any of these, please let me know your guys' experiences with them. The first one up is actually a set that I thought was pretty nice. EVA foam organizer. You get a few extensions, a bunch of universal sockets, impact rated, metric, and it's 8mm through 22mm. The thing that cracked me up on this was who started this brand. Not only is the brand ridiculous, right here you can see the brand, it's also down here, but I'm also wondering if they did the funny font because they knew the name of their company was just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know, but to have that on every tool, it's gonna, raise some questions if I see my buddy working with Dick Talk tools. So super clever. Moving on is this 25-in-1 multifunctional wire stripper. This just looks like a debacle to me. This just looks like a complete nightmare. I completely understand a multi-tool. I completely understand a 7-in-1, 11-in-1, 16 in. This is absolutely ridiculous and completely unnecessary. I'll take a set of wire strippers. The last thing I want is like 20 of these other functions on this set of wire strippers. Do you see everything going on here? So you got some teeth up front. Then you move into just a bunch of, your fidget wrenches built into the side. So you got 8mm, 7, M5, M6, 10, 13, 14. Absolutely ridiculous. You got your wire stripper, then you got a big cutter in the middle, right? Then just straight off the side of this thing, you have this massive blade over here. The last thing I want is a blade on the outside. Absolutely dumb to me. Then you have a wire winder here, a wire splitter, all these different crimpers below the pivot. Then you have this, they're spring loaded, but the spring is over halfway down the set of handles. This is just the most ridiculous set of pliers I have seen. Just so much going on here. Completely unnecessary. I promise you I am not using those wrenches built into this set of pliers. Look at this guy. He's super focused on this. This blows my mind that this even exists. Next up, we have some mini pocket pry bars. Pretty popular option. I just thought some of the images and the description that they use were funny on this one. This is 100% quality, assurance tested, less expensive, more responsive. I don't know what that even means, more responsive. Made of high quality iron and plastic. Cute body with PQY logo. I'm glad you had to include that. You got to tell people that your tool is cute and has the brand name on it. And then I like this picture because this one up top might be their blue set, but this one down below, for when they're working with a flex plate, that is not even one of the pry bars. That's for opening, moving, lifting, or something else. For mechanics, electricians, electronic technicians, assemblers. I think we need some commas in there or something, but I thought that was pretty funny. This is actually not a bad set. I think it could be a little bit cheaper, but Katurk 28-in-1 mini screwdriver set. I mean, honestly, it's not a terrible looking set. Oh yeah, this one was funny. Well, kind of funny. Stripping out that screw. I don't even know if that's a bolt right there. But then they're just using a whole different tool here. That's not even the same ratchet from the rest of them. What's in the box? I'm pretty sure they're using Phillips on Allen. Well, I don't even know what this is down here, but this bike over here, I'm pretty sure that's an Allen that they just have a Phillips head stuck into. Some of these images get pretty entertaining. Here we got an impact from Robustru. 590 foot-pounds. They have tons of impacts. I don't think the impacts are quite as funny as some of the drills that they have on Amazon, but still pretty funny. 60% longer lifetime, 80% more power, 90% less sparks, 60% less noise. No. 150 newton meters up. Stuck bolts, remove them in 3 seconds flat. It's kind of weird to put a time frame on it, but sure. Okay, so one thing I noticed in a lot of these impacts is they mention installing screws a lot. I use a drill or an impact driver. I can honestly say I've never used a 1/2 inch impact to install screws. Maybe that's a thing. I know they do a lot in construction with impact drivers. I don't know if anybody's using a 1/2 inch impact to do it though. Maybe lags. These are just like tiny fasteners. Like this is a hard no for me. Like impact driver, yeah, usually have a drill setting. I think they'd probably be working with a self tapper here, but you got like a 19 mil socket on here. This was blowing my mind. This has got to be AI because like this looks kind of like a drive shaft to me, a really rusty one, and it looks like a caliper piston on the end without a slide pin. And there are actually pinion brakes or drive shaft brakes. It does not look like this. Looks like the piston portion of a caliper is then also formed to this drive shaft, and then they're just hitting it with an impact. I don't know what they're tightening or loosening because the slide pin should be here, but it just, nothing's coming out the end. It's just molded to the drive. I don't know what this is. If you guys know what this is, let me know. But I thought that was pretty funny. Then we have the DCA cordless drill. The drills are always great. So much junk when it comes to these drills. If you're getting a cheap drill, just go to Harbor Freight. Like, these are just absolute trash. 2-year warranty you can trust. They're probably not going to be in existence in 2 years. This blows my mind. Like, maybe they're just doing this as an example, but these flex shafts are absolutely dumb to me. And they always use the dumbest examples to show the flex shafts in use. For one, you could probably get away without the flex shaft doing this, or you could run it in from the top. But every time I see a flex shaft in use, 90% of the time, they're being used when they don't need to be used. 100% copper motor, premium copper motor, delivers more power, high power density, stable junk is what that is. Then we got this isn't even Amazon only brand. Like, this is Black and this is just straight trash. Like, I didn't even put this on here because there's any funny images. I put this on here because just the sight of this tool alone makes me laugh. Like, the fact that this is even in existence blows my mind. Look at the clutch. It's like a piece of tape wrapped around here. You can see that it's running into the drill over here. Big gap at the top. Like, this thing, I literally have toys for my son that are built to a higher standard than this drill. You're better off just using a screwdriver than using this drill. Even still around. I feel like this was like the first cordless drill to ever exist, and they just never got rid of it. And they want $65 for it. I wouldn't give you $6 or $5 for it. Then we got Gren Pro tool set. This is another one. This is kind of like obviously all of these sets are kind of gimmicky. You know, they're your home junk drawer kind of sets. But this one's just special. You got a glue gun, you got a drill, hammer, adjustable, wrench, random bits, random sockets, tape measure, pliers, screwdrivers, Allen keys, drill bits, I would not use this drill for anything. I mean, I get it. There are people out there that actually buy these things. And I can understand not needing, a full size drill. But some of this stuff is just redonkulous. What is this? Screw in wood, screw in plastic, screw in soft mental materials. Some people do need that. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got this lady up here. She looks like she's like using the screwdriver as a soldering gun or as a pencil. You got this lady over here working on a bike that looks like the bike doesn't exist. It's just the sprocket. This guy's enjoying some arts and crafts. This person's just, tapping on this random fixture coming out of the wall. At least she's using... That hammer is way bigger than what's in the set. That thing is massive. This guy's tough. This guy's real tough. Please show up to a construction site with this. I wouldn't show up to my own house with this set. I'd beat myself up. Next, we have the multifunction Magic Wrench universal adjustable wrenches. So this is actually kind of a popular design. There are many variations of this design out there. But some of the images are just a little funny. I promise you these tools are not going to replace... Any tool that is designed to replace multiple tools is usually not very good at any one of the specific tools it's trying to replace. Home repairs. She is straight laughing at him because she's got an actual set of pliers and she's like, this is how the job's done. And he's sitting here trying to figure out what he's even doing with his life. This guy's holding a wrench thinking, this wrench would probably work better. This guy doesn't even have that tool. He's just straight using a wrench. It's just... probably better off with just that wrench, my guy. The pipeline work. You mean pipe work? That doesn't necessarily look like pipeline work to me. This person, mechanic repair, working on a bicycle. Auto repair, doesn't even have the tool. Home repairs. Pretty sure she doesn't have the tool either. Then we have this two-piece adjustable ratcheting wrench, adjustable ratchet wrench. For 6 to 22 millimeter fasteners. Nope, no thanks. Maybe on 6 millimeter fasteners. There ain't no way I would use this thing on a 22. The only thing you're going to do is strip fasteners. This thing looks more confusing than it is useful, honestly. So you have your open and close. And then you have your directional switch down here. You can rotate it. But then you can also open and close the jaws, but you're only grabbing on 2 corners of the fastener. Just get a set of wrenches or a socket set, for goodness sake. This is unnecessary. I don't need a contraption like this. Just get a socket set. Adjust the horizontally left and right direction. Scope of use. Yep, got it. Open and close. 360-degree rotation. Well, I mean, it would kind of be useless if it didn't have 360 degrees of rotation. See, like here, small fashion, might work for some stuff. I don't know what he's doing here. I think you can kind of use it as an adjustable wrench too, I guess. Just get a wrench or a socket set. 1 piece equals 9. I don't know how that equals 9. You literally said it goes up to 22 millimeter. So you're just picking random numbers. Yeah, so I thought that was cool. You can get a 2-piece set for $43 or one for $24. You couldn't pay me to use this thing. Then we have, just like in my first video, the automotive clip pliers. Now, the ones that I mentioned the first time in the first video, absolutely phenomenal. The pictures were hilarious. The tool itself, actually, a very good tool. But their images of it in use, nowhere in any of the photos did a pop clip even exist. So that was just hilarious to me. But here's a couple different brands of kind of the same thing. So what we have here is a pop clip. For one, I want to say this set of pliers or this tool is like 6.5 inches. So why this set that this guy has is like a 16-inch pair, and I don't know what it's doing. It doesn't function this way. And what he's grabbing, I don't even know what he's doing here. I can't zoom in anymore. Just ripping apart a wiring harness. Hard to take away rusted hose clamps. Regular pliers slip, causing hand injuries. Difficult to reach tight engine spaces. Literally everything that these people are doing in these bottom pictures has nothing to do with what these pliers or this tool above me is actually intended for. These are just intended for removing clips. This guy is excited. Look, they have it right. Pop clip. Pop clip. You get the idea. What are you doing? What is the tool doing? That's not even how the tool operates. Like, hose clamp. What are you doing to it? You just unscrew it. It's a worm style. Crafted for excellence. Food grade stainless steel. Built for reliability. There you go. He's grabbing the pop clip. For one, you use it to remove the center section and it pops the whole clip up. That's what the tool looks like. It's two pieces. It doesn't just randomly turn into 3 pieces like this. It just doesn't do that. It's connected here. Here's basically the same thing. Just another brand selling it. That's what the tool actually does. You can see how small they are in that hand. There you go. 7.5 inches for this set. Then we proceed to go back to this same image of just ripping apart this wiring harness. And I don't even know what... there's no engine in this. It's just completely AI. This person's working on the dash where there's just some random clip stuck in the middle of this dash. I know it's hard to tell in this picture, but here's a bigger image of, of a dash with a random pop clip the size of the HVAC vent. Do you realize how massive those pliers are right now? Those are a solid 24-inch pair of pliers to remove that massive 6-inch clip. The good thing is it not damage interior. Highly professional. Easy to use. But that's it as far as the items that I've found. I really hope you guys enjoyed. These crack me up. If you guys want to continue to see more of these, please let me know. I may do another one here in the future. Or if you guys come across any of them that you find hilarious, please feel free to drop a comment down below of the item, or I'll try and do my best to find it as well. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.